What a WWE Monday Night Raw that was last night, guys. And today, this could be Matt's Monday Night Raw review from last night's show, so here we go. We kick off Monday Night Raw with Y2J Chris Jericho. And he had the highlights reel. What he does is that he talks about Kevin Owens for his matches Sunday, and then next he gets interrupted by The Miz, of course, and then he says, "When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut," The Miz says. And then, of course, next, The Miz says, well, the highlights reel is canceled and The Miz TV and get rid of all the stuff on the and put the highlights reel down and cancel it. It has been canceled now. This is Miz TV. Then all the crew were set up for Miz TV, grabbing in all the chair stuff. And then Chris Jericho started to say, "Sorry, I had to move." Chris Jericho, and that was pretty funny. I was really laughing about that part, guys. And then next, then Chris Jericho starts to say that's Jericho-tron. And then next, the Miz says this. That's a TV. And then next, of course, then Chris Jericho grabs a seat on Miz TV. And then right after that, Dean Ambrose shows up, and then he says this. Well, come on, we're bringing the stuff for the Ambrose Asylum. And then, of course, they bring in like a big blue box. And in that blue box, Dean Ambrose gave Chris Jericho his gift because of his, what it was? It was a new light up jacket. It was a gray light up jacket with like Christmas lights and stuff, guys. And also the Miz says, "Where's my gift?" And then right after that, the Miz gets a Dirty Deeds from Dean Ambrose. And then Chris Jericho says this. You know what happens when you marry the Miz, Maurice, your husband, the Miz? He just made the list, Chris Jericho says. And that was pretty funny. And then that's what a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. Now we have match number 1 of the night. And it is the Raw Tag Team Champion, one half of the Hardy Boys, Matt Hardy versus the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. During the match, Sheamus was getting distracted from Jeff Hardy, and then, of course, Cesaro was having an argument with him, of course, and then Sheamus lost with the twist of fate, and then, of course, right after the match, then all 4 of them were shaking hands, and then that was it. And now we have match number 2 of the night, and it is the Cruiserweights. Austin Aries and the Gentleman Jack Gallagher versus TJ Perkins and the WWE Cruiserweight Champion Neville. That match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Before the match started, all what they did was the Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Austin Aries ran inside that ring and went after the Cruiserweight Champion Neville and TJ Perkins. And then, of course, Austin Aries pinned TJ Perkins to win for his team, the Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Austin Aries won last night. So that was a pretty good match, and I really enjoyed it, guys. And now we have match number 3 of the night, and it is Lucha versus Braun Strowman in a dumpster match, a first time ever dumpster match. Well, that match was pretty good, and then, well, guess who went to the dumpster? Braun Strowman did. And then, of course, after the match, he started beat up Callisto, and the next he throws him into the dumpster, and then next, Braun Strowman goes right up top of that stage, and then next he starts to throw him off of the stage inside a dumpster. And the next, Callisto had to go onto a stretcher. So that was it for the match. Now we have match number 4 of the night. Dana Brooke versus Alicia Fox. That match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Dana Brooks won, and she picked up the win. And then, of course, Emma starts to come out, and then she gave Dana Brooke a hug. And then she was like, Dana Brooke was, oh, she made like a face look after that. Then now we have match number 5. But before it started, Enzo Amore and Big Cass came out, and they do their stuff. And then, of course, from the crowd, it was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson attacking Enzo Amore, ambushing him. And then, of course, Samoa Joe was in the crowd beating up Big Cass. And then, of course, right after that, Seth freaking Rollins comes out, and then he starts to help out Enzo Amore and Big Cass and stuff. And then them to have a brawl in the ring. Big Cass was having a brawl in the ring with Seth Rollins and stuff, beating up Luke Gallows and Clarence. And then next, Kurt Angle comes out, and then he starts to say, since Enzo Amore got ambushed and he cannot compete in this 6-man tag team match, you guys are gonna have a different partner, and his name is Finn Balor. And of course, that match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Seth Rollins picked up the win. He did his new finisher kick move, so that match was pretty good. I really enjoyed that match. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins won, and Big Cass won. So what a way that match was. Seth Rollins did that new finisher, that kick move. And now we have match number 6 of the night. But before it started, we have Alexa Bliss come out talking on the microphone about Bayley and stuff like that. The next, Bayley comes out and then she starts talking on the microphone and stuff. And then, of course, right after that, Bayley starts talking about that she's proud to hold the Raw Women's Champion and stuff like that. And then, of course, out comes Sasha Banks. Then she starts to come out, and then she talks to Alexa Bliss about different stuff to her. And then, of course, right after that, Alexa Bliss says, I'm not afraid to get hit. And then, of course, she gets hit from Sasha Banks. And the next, they have a match. So then that match was pretty good. And then during the match, what happened, guys, was Alexa Bliss was getting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And she got a V-Way count out. And then, of course, right after the match, Bayley goes chasing after her, of course, to the back. And then next, she comes out, and then she tells Sasha Banks that she ran to the back like that. And then, of course, next, after that, Alexa Bliss shows back up again. Then she does a sneak attack on Bayley, and then Sasha Banks check up on Bayley, her best friend, of course, and that's what happened. And now we have match number 7 of the night. I don't know how to do it, guys. Number 7. And it is Kurt Hawkins. He was in the ring. Then he starts to say, I issue an open challenge to anybody in that locker room. And then, of course, and it was Apollo Crews, who smiles a lot when he comes out. And then, of course, that match was pretty good. Apollo Crews won. And then right after the match, guess who comes out is Titus O'Neil. Then he like takes a selfie and stuff with Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews was saying, what? And that was pretty good. And now we have our main event, the tag team match, but it wasn't. So here we go. The Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose, and Chris Jericho, and The Miz, and a mystery partner. But before that match happened, The Miz gets on the microphone and starts to say to Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose about them two, and he starts to say to them, my partner is delayed and stuff like that, the Miz says. And then, of course, right after that, he says, either one of you two, he is a big star, and he is. And then, of course, Kurt Angle comes out, you suck, you suck. Kurt Angle, all the fans are chanting that, and it was Kurt Angle, and he says this, well, guess what? Since your tag team partner is late, guess what? It is going to be a handicap match, Kurt Angle said. And then, of course, it's true. It's damn true, Kurt Angle said. And that was pretty good. Then, of course, guess who gets the most beat up in the match? The Miz does, by Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose. And that was pretty funny. And then, next, Chris Jericho puts on the Miz's sunglasses and stuff like that. It was pretty funny. And then, of course, the Miz just walks away up to the entrance ramp, of course, because the Dean Ambrose was trying to go, and then the announcers had to get off from their seats and stuff. And then, of course, the Dean Ambrose and the Miz are on top of the announcer's table. On the next, the lights go out, and guess who shows up? Bray Wyatt. And then next he hits Dean Ambrose. And then, of course, right after that, Bray Wyatt does a Sister Abigail to Dean Ambrose on top of the WWE Payback, the Sunday stage that said the logo of it. And he got that. And then, of course, Bray Wyatt and The Miz drags Chris Jericho back into the ring. And then next, Chris Jericho does a code breaker on The Miz, and then Bray Wyatt does a Sister Abigail on Chris Jericho, and then guess what? Because since The Miz said to Bray Wyatt to stop, guess what The Miz gets? A Sister Abigail, and what a way to end Monday Night Raw, and Bray Wyatt does this, follow the buzzards. And that was it for Monday Night Raw, and what a WWE Monday Night Raw that was last night, guys. So, guys, once again, hope you all enjoy my Monday Night Raw review. So, guys, once again, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys. See ya.